Your ideas help move this country. You are the American Innovator.
Hi everyone, Paul Akers, and welcome back to the American Innovator. You know, we always try to do something a little different, kind of mix it up. And a couple weeks ago, I talked about the 8 wastes, and I talked about the Mama Muda, which was overproduction, and that really all wastes stem from this one concept. And I received so many emails that I stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning trying to answer all the emails, because I answer every email personally. I don't have any screeners. I don't have anybody, any firewalls, anybody to separate me from the people I'm trying to help or my customers or anything at FastCap. Everybody has direct access to me. It's a little bit daunting, but I enjoy the communication. I learn a lot as I communicate back and forth with everyone. And this last couple weeks, I received a lot of cool emails. But one particularly really stuck out. It was from Clyde. And Clyde sent me an audio response to the 8 Waste show. And he went on to, he started off by thanking me, which was very nice, and I very much appreciate that. But then after that, he said, I want to tell you a story. And I'm going to basically play that audio email. I got permission from Clyde to do that. And we'll just listen to what Clyde has to say, because the one thing that I want to say is survival is not mandatory. You know what? If you want to do stupid things, you can do stupid things, but unfortunately, it might lead to some pretty dire consequences. And Clyde tells a very powerful story that's very sobering, and that frankly we can all learn a lot from. I know that one of the people that responded back to the 8 Wastes show said, hey Paul, does that mean that because now you've learned that really the most important thing is seeing waste and then eliminating it through continuous improvement, that's really the issue, is most people can't see waste and then they need to eliminate it through continuous improvement, and that you made a mistake now because you overproduced your book? How many copies did you overproduce? And the answer is absolutely. I screwed up 100%. And I probably did print too many. Fortunately, we're just at the end of our first run of 5,000 books, and it's done really, really well. But the bottom line is, I'm sure I overproduced. And what I love to do more than anything else with my book is the digital aspect of it. You know, if people want a copy of it digitally, I'm happy to give them a copy of it. It reads great on the iPad. And it doesn't cost anything, and I'm happy to forward that to you. Or if you want the audio copy as well, we have it. I can forward you a link, and then you can download it and listen to it on our website. You actually can't download it, but you listen to it chapter by chapter on the website. And I'm happy to do that because that's really a much better lean model than the book. Although the book is cool, let me grab it real quick here. What I like about the book is small and it's short, and it has lots of great pictures, and you can put lots of notes in there. It's all really cool. And, you know, it's great, but I love the digital copy too. And I had another person also email me saying they wanted some of the images. They wanted the images of the 8 Waste. Well, I made a video that allows you to go on to, or shows you how to go onto our website. And at the very bottom of our website is a place called Image Gallery. And you can click on that, and you can actually have all the photos from the book. Everything we have is free, basically. You want it, you can go get it. It's all really easy. We're here to help people. That's what it's all about. So you're right, I messed up. I printed too many, and I'm learning. I'm on my lean journey too. But we're going to learn about a powerful story. We're going to listen to it right now from Clyde. And when Clyde gets done, the show's over with, and we're going to see you next week, because I have another amazing show, hopefully next week, that I think you're really going to enjoy. It's on awesome, humble leadership and innovators that get it. So you have to listen next week and see what that's all about, because I have some great stories, again, all listener generated, because it's all about the shop floor. So let's listen to Clyde's story right now.
Hey, Paul, that was an incredible show. It was refreshing to go back and review the 8 Wastes, and the way you did it with the passion and everything was fantastic. And it was great to hear that, and I'm looking forward to going back and rededicating myself to see more waste that's around me. I never told you the story, and I got a lot of stories about this one experience, but I used to own or be a part owner in a company that made a slot wall, which is a display board that goes on the walls, and you see a lot of stores and things like that. Anyway, we had a very successful business, doing good, and the major owner decided that he wanted to just sell it out and not do something different in his life. So he sold it to a company that made. Actually, they had a contract with Nintendo, and Nintendo had a program set up that someday I'll talk to you about. But in essence, what they did, we were supposed to make showcases and all these displays to show and display Nintendo's products. So anyway, they let me run my business as a separate division, and then they hired 90 people to run another division that made these showcases, and they put a lot of money into the infrastructure, and they built like this assembly line type of thing with tracks on the floor. It was pretty incredible. And anyway, they got a guy in, and these people, I could tell, did not know what they were doing. The purchasing agent, when they got an order for 40 or 100 showcases, he would buy 100 pieces of glass, tempered glass, for the top of the showcase, one for the front of the showcase, and then 100 of these lights, and the lights themselves cost $100 a piece, and then they'd buy 100 sheets of laminate, whatever they needed for it. They would just buy whatever they needed, and all came in and just clogged up our whole facility, including my division, which I really wasn't happy about. Anyway, the story goes, as they were going along, Nintendo decided to change the size of the showcase, and so therefore the size of the glass. And you can't go back and cut tempered glass. And so we were looking at $40,000 worth of tempered glass sitting on our dock that we couldn't do anything about. And it went on and on. There's so many stories I could tell you how these guys messed up so bad that within 3 months they were $3 million in debt, and I was the last one sweeping up the floor for the auction. And it was just an incredible experience. I learned so much from that, how not to run a business. So anyway, that's just one story about excess inventory. Unbelievable experience. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that story. But anyway, great show again, and I enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Bye.
I mean, what can you say after a story like that? Overproduction can get you. One-piece flow is magical. Certainly, I don't know if those owners learned the lesson of that story, but I know that Clyde learned the lesson of that story. And when we talk about the idea of doing one at a time for the purpose of understanding what's really involved, and you could see the finished product before you make 100 of them and realize, oh, you have a defect and you have to rework all 100 of them. And in this case, 90 people lost their job because of poor management and a lack of understanding about good processes. And that's, again, what we're trying to do on the American Innovator. Just share all of our experiences that we've had at FastCap, and allow me to hear all of your experiences so we can collaborate together, cooperate together, so we can improve. It's a beautiful thing. It's so much about what America's about. It's what I like about America, is that it's a place where people are civil for the most part, and people come together, and we want to help and encourage one another. And again, the essence of the show. Let's do it better. We can do it better. We can learn from one another as we learn from this incredible story from Clyde. And we'll see you next week on The American Innovator.
The American Innovator has been brought to you by FastCap. To hear more, just go to theamericaninnovator.com.